You aren't?
You have to believe this has nothing to do with Duke.
It does. I just know it.
If he wouldn't try to escape.
Well, maybe the ones who did are after him.
Don't say that.
I can't help it.
I'm sure no one's going to be hurt.
No, you aren't. You're as scared as I am. Tell me we just do something.
There's nothing we can do. Just sit down and wait.
You can't stand not knowing
Now,
anything.
let's talk. Tell me about your past.
What?
Your childhood. What was it like?
Uneventful.
You were brought up in Canada, right?
Yes. My Aunt Janet raised me.
What happened to your parents?
My mother she died when I was born. And my father, he traveled a lot. I rarely saw him.
Do you have many friends?
Very few.
Maybe she's trying to become a nun.
It's very complicated.
Yeah. I think it takes some soul searching to make that sort of commitment.
I sort of fell into it, really. I like the security of that life. I felt safe in the order.
Yeah, I can understand that. How do you meet Duke?
He was a stranger in town. I was one of the first to get to know him.
When did you find out he was your half-brother?
Not until the day I had my breakdown.
Yeah, I imagine it was quite a shock.
I was devastated.
Still am. How did you find out? I mean, I imagine that Duke knew all along.
I really don't want to talk about
I'm
it.
just surprised that it took you so long to find out, that's
Please,
all.
I don't want to discuss it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. We all have parts of our past we'd rather not have brought up.
Me too?
Oh, dear me, yes. I have scars as you do.
From wounds that will never heal.
So, you mustn't think like that. Time has a wonderful way of healing that. I'm talking to friends. Look, I'm not pushing you. It's just that I want you to know I'm here if you ever need a sympathetic ear. That's all.
When are we going to hear some news?
When they have some to give us.
I think somebody's hurt. Otherwise, we would have heard something by now. What if it's Duke?
I'm sure he can look after himself.
I suppose.
If I didn't believe that, I'd be out there scouring a prison myself. I love you, brother. I love him very much. I want to spend the rest of my life with him. And I hope that means we can be the best of friends.
This is no ordinary escape attempt. I don't care what the warden says. I'm convinced that this was designed as a cover to make a move on us.
Perhaps.
But you're not certain.
I wouldn't put anything past our friends.
Well, the question is, what are we going to do about it?
Well, if they're played, we can only parry it.
Well, let's just hope we see what's coming. Listen, I was meaning to tell you I confided in Anna about Camellia.
What about Camellia?
She's my half-sister. Nothing more. I didn't say anything else. I did it deliberately. We could use Anna's help. She's living in my penthouse. I knew she wasn't going to return to the convent. Not yet, anyway. I think the penthouse is probably the safest place for her. I've asked Anna to keep an eye on her. Well, we are not exactly in the position here to watch her ourselves. And as my wife, Anna's going to find out the truth sooner or later. I felt the time was right now. Do you disagree?
No. You made a wise decision.
I hoped you'd say that.
I've been thinking, perhaps you could make a deal with Jonathan.
What sort of a deal?
One that might end our feud without causing too much bloodshed.
Oh, any is too much unless it's Jonathan's.
That vendetta is cut too deep to let all of us survive, you know.
That is why Jonathan has to be the first one to go. If the mob wants an eye for an eye, then we'll give them more than they bargained for.
At what cost, Duke? Now let's be rid of this whole thing now.
Don't set a foot outside if you're not notifying one of us.
We've got a problem. I know who's missing.
Jonathan.
Yeah, and the orderly and the infirmary clerk.
So I was right.
Yeah.
This whole break was a ruse to set us up.
Well, listen, I've got more news, equally bad. Anna and Camellia are here in the prison.
What?
Oh, no. Well, they're probably not in any immediate danger, but I couldn't judge.
I'll have to talk to the warden. I haven't seen him since he left. Why? Well, I have to talk to him now. Go find him. When he gets back. No, go find him.
$25,000. Can you imagine?
She must feel awful.
And Brett really let into him. Although I can't say I blame him.
Well, it wasn't like he helped her jump bail or could do anything about it.
But still, Jake gave Brett his word.
Lucy walked all over it.
As usual.
Who's the mystery caller?
I don't know. Jake wouldn't say. He just hung up the phone. He said something about the bank being open, and he took off.
Meanwhile, Lucy's plotting who knows what.
Oh, honey, don't worry about that. She won't come back here. She'll get thrown right in jail if she does.
She doesn't get to me or Patrick first.
We are not going to let that happen.
I wonder if that's what Ted and Sheriff Broder was.
Say, Jake, please, tell me what's going on.
I've got to get to the airport.
The airport?
Something's come up. I gotta leave town.
You're going after Lucy, aren't you? You know where she is. The person's called on the phone. Jake, please, call the police. Let them handle it.
No!
Apprehending fugitives is not your business.
Finding Lucy Coe is my business.
What's this? It's our baby's bank book. Balance is 0. Jake! You closed this account?
I'm sorry, Bobby, I haven't.
How dare you do that without consulting me?
I consulted you, I'd have gotten a lot of arguments.
You're damn
I
right.
needed the money now
Why?
to get Lucy.
For Lucy? You mortgaged your child's future for Lucy?
Please, Bobby, I don't have time for this
You
now.
have time for real life? No. You have time for justice and idealism and abstract principles. I have had it with your entire
You
attitude.
have it? Who the hell twisted your arm to put up with it?
Nobody. But I'm telling you one thing, Lucy Coe is not 1 cent of our baby's money. How dare you close this account?
I had no choice.
Oh, Jake! You are being selfish and immature and totally irresponsible when it comes to this thing that's supposed to be the most important thing in the world to you. Your family.
I'll replace the damn money.
When? Maybe you will this time. What about next time? Is your family ever going to come first to you?
That is just not fair, Bobby.
It's not fair. No, it's not fair. It's not fair for a wife to expect that she and your child are going to be more important to you than somebody
This
else.
is not an either-or situation. I wish you'd see that.
It is now. You choose. Before it's too late.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm saying either we make some changes around here, or maybe we ought to just call the whole thing off.
Oh, wait a minute, all right? This is getting way out of hand. Don't say anything that you're going to regret.
I have to go.
That says it all, doesn't it?